Well, Kim, they can send a variety of things. As you can see, we have a wonderful display in here, from candy to toys to even toothpaste. I'm joined right now by one of the year-round volunteers. This is Paulette Fitcher. I had to practice your name. I got it right.
Yes, you did.
But we were talking a little bit, and this is a very, special project. It's the largest Christmas project we have in the country, isn't it?
Yes, in the world, actually.
In the world.
Yes.
And just talk about the types of kids that are going to benefit from these different shoe boxes.
The types of children that are receiving Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes have never received a gift before, and it may be their first possession. And these kids are affected by extreme poverty, war, terrorism, famine, disease, natural disaster.
Oh my goodness. And this could just one shoebox can make a difference in one child's life. So
huge impact.
Talk about some of the things, because they're not exactly some typical things you might see in a stocking and stuff like that. I know we touched on having some toothpaste, but talk about the different categories that people can pack for.
We have school supplies, hygiene items, small toys, and of course candy. It's that simple.
I know, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
This is something great you can do with your kids, and you're also touching on, too, this is a great way to teach them, how to give back to maybe somebody who's not as fortunate as they are.
That's right. And one of the favorite things that the kids like in their tooth is toothbrushes and pencils. If they don't have a pencil, they can't go to school.
So it's really kind of bringing it down to the basics and what they kind of need to survive and really even educate themselves.
Right.
And the reason we're doing, careful. We're doing this is we're kicking off. This is National Drop-Off Week. It starts all week. Starting today, you can go to some local churches. We have it linked on our website, wect.com. If you want to head there, you can type in your address, and it'll give you just a number of options you have where you can just drop off the shoebox. But stay with us, because we're actually going to be packing the shoebox. So
it's going to be fun.
I'm excited for that. Stay with us. We'll be packing the shoebox here in the next hour of Caroline in the Morning. Back to you. These are going to go all overseas to some of those kids who are definitely less fortunate. Some of them are poverty-stricken. They're facing some war. They have maybe some famine issues in their area that they're dealing with. So this is definitely going to make a huge impact. That's why some of those items, a toothbrush, toothpaste, things you might not think of. But Paulette Fitcher, she joins me right now. She's with Operation Christmas Child, and you've actually been over to Honduras. Talk about that experience of being able to see their faces as you hand them one of these shoe boxes.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, they're like, okay, I have a box. But then we have this big countdown when they all open their boxes. We literally do 3, 2, 1, and they open their boxes, and it's just pandemonium. It's crazy. They're just screaming and laughing and start playing with their things, and it's just unbelievable.
Oh, I can only imagine. So we're going to pack one here and show you guys how easy it is and how simple it is. So you were saying we have these are special boxes, but you can use any shoe box that you have. So you said you wanted to use this one,
sure,
the red one.
Yes.
And this one's important too, because this is, another one that you were telling me, this doubles as an extra gift, because a lot of kids, when they're done, they'll use this to say maybe go get some water from like a nearby creek or stream or something like that. So
it becomes an extra gift.
Definitely. So talk me through a little bit the steps. They're
We're
pretty
going to
easy.
choose a boy or girl.
So I picked a girl.
Very good. Put the label right there so we know. And we're just going to start packing.
And I picked the age group 5 through 9.
5 to 9. Yes, there's 3 age groups, 2 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 to 14. So we're going to start with some hygiene items. Bar soap, washcloth,
some Ivory soap, toothpaste, some Colgate.
There you go.
A brush. Oh my gosh, I need this brush. I might take that for myself. Well, this is definitely fun. And the best part of this is it's easy, it's fun, and it's definitely helping a child in need. So you guys can do this on our website. We have places where you can drop off all week long. You can drop off at those different locations. So just head to our website, wect.com, for more on Operation Christmas Child. Back to you.
Well, Bob, I do have a little confession. I actually saw the 8:15 showing last night, so I cheated a little bit. But I was here as those people were coming out from that 1:30, and more people were going in for that 4:30 showing. So definitely a lot of people getting up early and staying late to see it. But personally, I totally think it was worth it, especially because you have some of the old cast members back in this one. As you can see, I'm supporting some Princess Leia buns here. Definitely a fan of her. And, of course, Han Solo, Harrison Ford right here, making an appearance. So it was definitely worth it, in my opinion, to be able to see it. And The Force Awakens.
Yes, those tickets are definitely going out quick, because look at all the fun you can have here. I'm joined with Janine Powell. She's my other elf right there, you can see. This is just one of the things you can do at the Enchanted Airly. We're going to sneak out around. We don't want to stand there the whole time because we have so much to show you. Now, 750,000 twinkling lights that are set up. So talk about what kind of prep goes into that.
So it's really a year-long process. So January we start taking the lights down and do a recap, what worked, what didn't work, what do we want to add. March we start ordering for next year. May we start checking lights in strands, and we start hanging lights in September.
Oh my goodness, and you can just see around us some of the enchanted stuff over to our right, some stuff over there, but these bottle trees, these are one of my favorite things I've seen so far. Talk a little bit about how that came about.
So that was in honor of Minnie Evans, who used to be the gatekeeper here at the gardens, and she did a beautiful job with colors, and her art always reflected nature. And so a staff member several years ago made these trees, and so they are kind of a living symbol to Minnie Evans.
That's awesome. They're so unique. And like we were talking about before with those ticket sales, they're definitely going quick. You were telling me just a few more for this Sunday, but there's still a lot more opportunities we have starting next Thursday through Friday. There's a lot. And we also have something new this year you're telling me about. It's called the Quiet Santa, and it's definitely an exciting and new exhibit. We're going to break that down for you coming up in the next 30 minutes of Caroline in the Morning. Back to you.
Tip is go ahead, when you jump out of your car, take a look at the North Pole, because you're telling me this is where you guys actually want to start if you have parents and kids coming out here.
Especially if you have younger kids, go to Santa first so that you haven't walked them through 30 acres of gardens and then waited in line. It usually doesn't turn out too well if they're really tired by the time they get to Santa.
I think I'd be tired after walking through 30 acres, and I'm 25. So we're going to give you guys a quick look. We're going down Santa Claus Lane right now, and down here at the end is where he's not here this morning. He's working with his elves, getting ready to come out a little bit later today. But talk about this program that you guys started just this year.
So, Enchanted Airly's been a New Hanover County tradition since 2005, and so we're always looking to add new things. And we were approached by the Clinic for Special Children to see if we would be able to host a Quiet Santa event. And we're thrilled to do it. Quiet Santa is designed for kids on the autism spectrum, so that they can come to Santa when there's not large crowds, there's not music, there's not
much more quieter, kind of calming setting, where you're able to kind of get a little bit more one-on-one and not have a whole lot of commotion. So what time are those taking place for the Quiet Santa?
So those will take place next Saturday, the 12th. You do have to have reservations, and families who are interested can go to our website, www.nhcgov.com, and look under news and find the press release. It has the number for the Clinic with Special Children, and will really help them get one of the reservations.
That's awesome. So again, you can also go to our website as well to look up some of that information. Quiet Santa, it's happening this year for the first time. We're inside his tent right now, so definitely a lot of fun and exciting things out here at Airly Gardens, Enchanted Airly. Back to you guys. Yep, we were elves before, and now we're nice, and I'm Rudolph. This is inside the Poinsettia. What is it? Poinsettia
Paradise.
I almost said palace. It kind of looks like a palace in here.
It does.
But this is just one of the many photo opportunities that we have in here. You can see Santa's sleigh behind us, and there is over 400 poinsettias in here. This is just amazing.
It's really pretty. Great chance to take a family photo, and we have lots of different photo opportunities throughout Enchanted Airly.
And we were walking around a little bit before, 750,000 twinkling lights. Talk a little bit about how much work goes into putting all those lights up.
So we're actually approaching 1 million, and 750,000 lights take a lot of time to put up. So we start checking the light strings and planning in January. Light strings get rechecked in May, and then we start hanging lights in September.
That's crazy. And one of the new things that's super exciting for this year is you guys are having the Quiet Santa. So talk about this new kind of place that some special kids can go.
So we're partnering with the Clinic for Special Children to offer Quiet Santa next Saturday during the day, where there's less distractions, less noise, no crowds. People do need to make reservations in advance, but this is a great way for kids on the autism spectrum to be able to get a visit with Santa that maybe would be too overwhelming in any other setting.
That's awesome, and it's so exciting out here. You got to make reservations for Quiet Santa, and as we were saying, some tickets, they are going quick. There's only a few more for Sunday, but there's still lots of opportunities. You should probably start getting your tickets now for next week is kind of what you were telling us.
Yes, so next Saturday is already sold out. out, a good tip is to watch our Facebook page. We have great sponsors who do ticket giveaways, but definitely get your tickets well in advance because we sell out quickly.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, Enchanted Airily, you don't want to miss it this holiday season. Back